Something people forget when they talk about GTA 5's crazy lifespan is that the game was never designed to last 13 years. That was never the plan that Rockstar actually had, because when GTA 5 came out in 2013, Rockstar was operating on a completely different release schedule than the one that we know today. And if you look back, you'll realize how many games they were actually putting out back then. You had GTA San Andreas, Vice City, GTA 3, Bully, GTA 4, Red Dead Redemption, Max Payne 3, GTA 5, and that's just to mention a few. And all of them came out in a relatively short window of each other. And that's completely different than the Rockstar we have and are dealing with right now. And understanding that is really important to understanding what GTA 6 is ultimately going to be. So what actually happened is GTA Online. And that completely blindsided everyone, including Rockstar themselves. Nobody expected that game to still be pulling in millions of players for over a decade. And that was almost certainly the reason why we didn't have another major Rockstar release, because I think there was going to be one after GTA 5. So GTA Online essentially rewrote the entire future of the company overnight. It became this accidental money printer that nobody could have predicted. And once Rockstar realized what they had on their hands, everything changed. The release schedule that they've had completely slowed down, and all of their resources shifted. And now their entire philosophy of how they make games started to evolve into something fundamentally different. And that brings me to the whole point that I'm making, which GTA 5 became a forever game completely by accident. But GTA 6 is being built as one on purpose. And that's a massive distinction that I think changes everything about how we should be thinking about GTA 6. And Rockstar now knows with absolute certainty that people are willing to play their games consecutively for over a decade. And they have all the proof. So when they were designing GTA 6, I think that was being built intentionally with that idea from the ground up. So every single decision that they made with GTA 6 is being built with longevity in mind. And this is not a game that's simply trying to get sold. It's a game that's being built for people to actively engage for at least 10 years at a minimum. This actually brings me to the saying that you hear a lot, where people say that GTA 6 is more than a game. And it's because it is. But what Rockstar is building here is not really a video game in the traditional sense. It's more of a platform. It's going to be an entire living world that is going to keep evolving and expanding, and essentially pulling people back in for years and years after its initial release. Every single design decision that is in this game, like the NPC systems and the social media mechanics, which I've made many videos on already, and also the emergent gameplay, it's all being built with a long-term engagement plan in mind, rather than just delivering a great experience for the first few months before the honeymoon phase essentially wears off. And that's a completely different way of thinking about a video game than what we have thought of them for years. And a big reason why I think GTA 6 is going to hold people's attention for so long, and much longer than GTA 5 did, especially in the beginning, is the AI and the emergent gameplay systems. And I say emergent a lot, but emergent gameplay basically just means gameplay that is not handcrafted or scripted. It's gameplay that is going to arise naturally from the systems that are interacting with each other in unpredictable ways. So basically like the gameplay mechanics and the AI, and basically GTA 6 is leaning extremely hard into that direction. So instead of a world that runs on scripted events that you start to recognize after a few hours, the AI is being designed around dynamic systems that keep producing new and unexpected situations every time you're going to turn on the game. And that kind of philosophy is going to be what keeps a game feeling fresh for thousands of hours in a way that scripted games simply can't. And then you have the online component, which is going to be the real engine that keeps this platform alive and running for the long haul. So there have been persistent rumors already that the reason GTA 6 took so long as it did was not actually because of the single player or polish. It was actually because, well, according to the reports, the online. And that actually makes a lot of sense when you think about it. If you're building a game that's designed to function as a living platform for a decade or more, You can't just like attach or rush the online. Even if you can add to it later, I think the beginning portion of the online really does matter as well. It has to be designed from scratch pretty much alongside the single player, which I think is exactly what Rockstar has been doing the entire time. And I think the map itself is going to be one of the biggest contributors to the game's longevity in ways that people don't expect. I've said this many times, but Florida is honestly one of the best possible settings for a GTA game. And that's not just because I live there. I think that the map alone is going to provide thousands of hours of interesting gameplay that you can experience just by being in the map itself. But beyond that, I also fully believe we're going to see map expansions over time. Whether that means that they're going to add to the existing map locally, or we'll eventually see the return of Liberty City or Los Santos being built entirely within the GTA 6 engine. I think both of those things are very much on the table over the course of this game's lifespan. And then when you consider PC on top of all that, I mean, everything that we're going to have on console is going to pale in comparison to what the game is eventually going to become on that platform. And here's something that I want to talk about because I get asked about this a lot, and I don't think that we're ever going to see a GTA 7. At least not in any form that we could recognize as a GTA game. Just bear with me for a second. I think that GTA 6 is going to be the last traditional GTA, meaning that it's going to be the last one where you sit down, turn on your game, and just play it in the way that we would understand playing a game right now. Whatever comes after GTA 6 in 15 or maybe 20 years is going to be something so different that calling it GTA 7 is not really going to make sense. So we probably might see something like a full VR immersion game that's fully AI driven, where every character in the world is genuinely alive and reacting. It's gonna feel like something straight out of Black Mirror if anybody has seen that. So basically, here's the thing that excites me the most about what we talked about, and that is basically GTA 5 is an accidental forever game. It stumbled into that status, and then Rockstar essentially figured out how they're going to keep it going from there. But GTA 6 is an intentional one. It's being built from day one with the explicit goal of being a platform that people live inside of for a decade or more. And I think seeing what an intentional forever game looks like when one of the greatest studios in the world is building it on purpose is going to be one of the most fascinating things that we have ever seen in the world of gaming. Or at least I think that's what it's going to be. But I want to know from you. Let me know in the comments what you think Rockstar is going to do to keep people engaged for this long, because I am really curious what you guys might be thinking. But with that being said, I live stream every night at about 12:30 Eastern time if you guys want to come out, hang out with me there, and talk GTA. And we also have a Discord link in the description if you guys want to go ahead and join. We're always talking about crazy stuff or GTA stuff. But as always, stay healthy, stay safe, and I will see you in Vice City.